Hi, I'm here to talk about my top 5 favorite characters from the SpongeBob movie Search for SquarePants. And I like that the film doesn't focus on all the SpongeBob characters. I feel like it's a very well organized, really well made film, and it has a lot of really good stuff in it, and a lot of really impressive stuff is done for the characters. In fifth place is Barb. Really good new character. Barb serves as the Flying Dutchman's assistant, and Barb uh, is a sympathetic character. The Flying Dutchman doesn't show much appreciation or respect towards Barb, which leads to some funny moments. And I feel like Barb is able to get some interesting parallels to Patrick. And I feel like Barb has a little bit of a story arc that's done in a good way without taking up too much time away from other characters. I like what the storyline. In fourth place is Patrick Star. Uh, the SpongeBob movie Search for SquarePants has Patrick's best role in a long time. I like modern SpongeBob a lot more than a lot of SpongeBob fans do. There are occasional episodes where Patrick isn't the most likable, and which is unfortunate, but he is really likable in Search for SquarePants, and his friendship with SpongeBob is very touching, and he really does care about SpongeBob. And he's able to be more sympathetic and kind than he's been in some of the recent episodes, which I really do enjoy. And he has a moment with SpongeBob that I did feel very touched by, that was adorable. In third place is SpongeBob SquarePants. I do like SpongeBob in the modern seasons of SpongeBob. Uh, there are episodes where I feel like he's not characterized as well as he used to be, and I think Search for SquarePants has SpongeBob being a more well developed, interesting character than he's been in a long time. He actually has a character arc to go on. He's not just being overly optimistic, which is a good thing to a certain extent, and isn't just making jokes. He really has a good storyline that is able to help him not just explore his great, if sometimes confusing optimism, but also his passion and having him grow up and learn not to take his friends for granted. And he has a lot of really good moments, and he feels more like a character than he's been in a long time. And I do think optimism is a great thing. There's just times where SpongeBob doesn't seem to fully get what's going on, but he does seem to understand things better in Search for SquarePants, and he really does work in the film. In second place is Mr. Krabs. I think that Search for SquarePants gives Mr. Krabs the best role that he's ever gotten. It's not Mr. Krabs' best role since the early seasons of SpongeBob because it's even better than his role in the early seasons of SpongeBob. He is more likable than he's ever been, and he still has a good amount of funny moments. He has flaws like SpongeBob, he has a character arc to go on, but there are a lot of episodes of SpongeBob, even in some episodes of early SpongeBob, where it seems like Mr. Krabs doesn't care that much about others. But in Search for SquarePants, it doesn't feel like there's any ambiguity about how much he cares about SpongeBob. It really feels like he actually does want to be a father figure, a mentor, a hero to SpongeBob. And he has his moments early on where he messes up, but he actually works hard to fix things, to make things better. He actually is there to look after SpongeBob and wants to save him, and I think that's great. And he's able to do that while still having the charm and the humor that I've come to expect from him. So I really do enjoy him in the film. And my favorite character in Search for SquarePants is the Flying Dutchman. I think that the film gives the Flying Dutchman the best role he's ever gotten. He is so much fun in the film. He actually has a really big role to play in the film. It's great to see a supporting character that doesn't show up that often get so much to do, and he's able to be the main villain really well to the point where I didn't need Plankton to step up and take over. The Flying Dutchman was able to be a great villain. He has an amazing voice. I love listening to him. I think that Mark Hamill was a fantastic choice to voice the Flying Dutchman, and the film really gets to show a lot of different aspects of the character that I don't think have ever really been explored before, and is able to give him more of a sense of humor, is able to make him more entertaining than he has ever been. I think that Mark Hamill gave one of the greatest performances that he's ever given for anything in the film. It's a delight every time the Flying Dutchman is in the film, and he's in a lot of the scenes. And it really felt like the Flying Dutchman's big moment to shine, to the point where it's SpongeBob's film, he's the protagonist, but it really felt like the Flying Dutchman really got to have the spotlight in a very wonderful and memorable way. So I think that he's the best character in the film, and feel free to let me know what you think of my list.